Alright, you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today, it's what, 9 p.m. already?
Yeah.
And we are going to be starting this lovely girl's hair. This is her before, look to the right. This is her, she needs a brush.
I brushed it.
This is her before. She got it done how long ago?
In January.
She got it done in January, and so she's looking to be blonde. I'm going to show you guys how I like to tackle somebody that is pretty dark. She does have pre-lighting and just we're overlapping. You're going to see how I like to do that and still keep the integrity of the hair at the same time. But yeah, this is the before. Stay tuned for the after. Okay, so these are the products that I like to use when I am blonding anybody. So I have my Famar pink gloves. I use Schwarzkopf Blonde Me, and then of course the developer. I'm using 20 on her today. And then of course we're using from our foils as well. And we'll show you guys how I like to mix up. Okay, so I always measure with ounces, not grams. So what I like to do is just using the rest. I always mix 1.5. A little secret that I like to do, not secret, but tip. I like to take this off because it gets out the developer faster. So I do 1.5 to about 5.5. If it goes over, it's totally fine. We have 6, but it's totally fine. I always use Goldwell brushes. I never use anything other. I don't like to use Olaplex personally. I only use it on some clients, not every single client, just because this does have a bond enhancement in it, and I don't really need Olaplex in it. Okay, let's get started. So this is the before. Pretty grown out. And like she said, it's been since January since she got it done. Let's see the inspiration. This is the inspiration picture she's thinking. If it focuses. So she wants to be blonde, but also have a good amount of dimension. So stay tuned to see how I like to tackle that. So this is how I like to section. I always section off the front from the back. I get a good amount in the front and then a good amount in the back. Today we are doing a half highlight, but also balayage in the back. Well, teasy lights in the back. I'm starting her with a diagonal back section here in the hairline. I separate this section just so we can have a little bit more going on. I still want it dimensional, but around the hairline, I want her to be able to pick up her hair and still feel blonde and see all that blonde. I do the exact same thing on the other side. I always do about 2 foils, and then I do a horizontal section just to bricklayer it and then disconnect the whole pattern a little bit. When I do the horizontal sections, I typically do either just 1 or 2, depending on how deep the V is when it's sectioning for those 2 foils. When it comes to blonding, you want to make sure you are saturating those foils as much as possible. When it comes down to it as well, you want to make sure you're taking very thin sections, or at least what you weave out are very thin. I am taking thicker subsections because we want that dimensional look, but also what I weave from that section is pretty thin, enough for me to saturate like crazy and still get the maximum brightness. Here I'm showing you guys that we did half the Becker ID. It was still very dimensional. There's still a lot going on, but we did leave a lot out. This top veil piece, I want it to be a little bit brighter and a little more back to back, but for these first few sections, I still take pretty thick sections, and then after that, I go in and do a lot thinner sections. Now that we're in the front, I am starting the half highlight process. Sorry, this angle is probably the worst angle ever, but I didn't notice it was the worst angle ever. But yeah, we are doing the front now, which is a half highlight in a technical sense. I do love to mix this combo because it gives it such a beautiful look and result. When I am doing the front here, I am taking a lot thicker sections than I normally would if I were doing any kind of highlights in that sense. I am taking into consideration that the back was pretty thick as far as the sections we weaved out, so I need to do the same so we get a little bit more of an even lift, but also a dimensional look where she still feels blonde, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So of course my camera died right before I start smudging and toning and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna let you know what we did. I charged the camera enough so that I can get the blow drying process, curling, and then the end. But what we used for her smudge was Redken Shades 5N, Joico Lumishine Dimensional Deposit 6NW, 6NA. I like to use this formula with a 10 volume and a little bit mix of a 5 volume. This is just going to give enough deposit and really make sure it covers her hair, or the highlights at least. I then toned her with 8V, 9N, 8GI with a little bit of 7P and 9P, and this is just so we can get a brighter appearance but also be toned really nicely. Here we are just blow drying her. You can see that the root smudge took really nicely. The toner took beautifully as well. Her hair banded a little bit. You can't see it. It's nothing crazy, but when I washed out the foils, I can see that she did band a little bit. That sucks, but that's kind of why I toned down a little bit. She lifted to about a 9-ish, but it's nothing horrible, like I said. So we just toned her all down to an 8, just so it's an even color overall. Look how pretty this color is. I am so obsessed with it. Her hair did so well. I love, love, love blow drying hair. Nobody knows that, but fun fact, I love blow drying and styling hair. This color turned out amazing, a lot better than I was expecting. That blend looks so good, and then the color is perfect for her too. Okay, so this is the beautiful after straight. This is as light as her hair wanted to go, which is not bad, but we want it to be lighter for sure. Oh, beautiful. Now we're just gonna curl. So you all have seen me use this curling iron before, but I always use the Babyliss 1 1/4 to curl every single client's hair. You can see that I just twist a lot, get the top warmed up really nicely, and then twist everything out pretty much as it goes in, just so we can get like a nice beachy wave effect almost, but nothing crazy. Alright, you guys, this is the beautiful after. Super pretty, super dimensional still, but still have a good amount of blonde going on. So pretty. Alright, you guys, this is the beautiful after. Her hair did so good. Not necessarily what we wanted, obviously, because you guys saw what she did want, but not bad for a first session with us. Obviously, we're just gonna do a next session after, and I'll probably record it then. But yeah, this is the after. Super pretty. She's a blonde fish. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a like. Leave a comment down below in the comment section, and then obviously don't forget to subscribe. Comment down what you guys want to see in the future, and stay tuned for the next video. Peace.
Bye.